Shilpa was a dear friend and sweet lady, daughter of our dad's good friend Mahabaleshwar Morje. I remember her coming to our house for Ganpati often, and later on we worked together in the Flat Owners Association. She was very patient, systematic, and kind, and used to always respond to any query, any request made. I really feel so sad that I wasn't present in India when all this happened. My deepest condolences to all of the flat owners and the Morje family. Thank you.
Start. Shilpa means a sculpture or a statue or a work of art. My elder sister Shilpa Mahabaleshwar Morje was a uniquely crafted, compassionate lady. She was very proud of her Goan birth and Libran zodiac. Being the firstborn, she was the apple of the eye of our parents. While growing up, we were surrounded by the love and affection of our mamas, maushis, and cousins Dotor and Kanta. When we were little, Shilpa was our leader, and Jalpa, my maternal cousin, and I, Pradnya Morje, were her loyal followers. Shilpa was interested more in music, and she taught us the academic poems with tunes during vacations, making them interesting. She always ensured there was a lot of action in our lives, as we were always performing to our peer groups and ensuring that there was a lot of music and dance in our lives. We had a fun childhood, laced with travels across the country with our parents. And as our elder sister, she always guarded and protected both Pooja and me in all adversities fiercely. She was an average student at school, but she completed her graduation in commerce and then she said she wanted to do law. She not only did a law graduation, but she did her master's in property and commercial law. While in HR College of Commerce, Shilpa was the winner of A.D. Shroff Memorial Elocution Competition, which was sponsored by Forum of Free Enterprises. She was also awarded a certificate for outstanding contribution to making Bombay clean green during the year 93-94 by the I Love Mumbai committee at Raj Bhavan, Mumbai. Shilpa received her early training in legal field under the guidance of Kishore Vasanji of Kanga and Company. She then joined legal practice of my father, Advocate Mahabaleshwar Morje, in 1995 and continued working primarily in property law till date. As a faculty, she taught in Government Law College, and Sydenham College in the early 2010s. Shilpa had widely traveled in India, Nepal, and the United States and had gathered a lot of wonderful memories. Shilpa, our big sister, was, is, and always will be part of our existence.
This is Advocate Jalpa from Goa, cousin sister of Shilpa Morje, but she was more than a sister to me. I would like to thank Pradnya Morje for arranging this Google Meet by remembering the sweet memories of Shilpa. Going to my flashback in my childhood days, we all cousins in Goa used to wait for Shilpa to come to Goa in summer vacation. She used to come mostly in summer times. She used to be accompanied by her mother, Pradnya, and her sister, Pooja, would also come to Goa. I think we were in our teen. I, Shilpa, and Pradnya learned to ride bicycle. My father used to arrange bicycles, and we would, from my place at Betim, go to Verem, which is approximately 5 kilometers from Betim. We also learned swimming at Verem. We all three had got good times in vacation. I used to eagerly wait for Shilpa and Pradnya to come to Goa. We used to go to watch movies, go to beaches, do shopping, and also sometimes visit our relatives in Goa. Shilpa, I observed, was a cute little girl wearing long skirts, and I liked her silky hair the most. Whenever I met her, she had a smiling face and had a lot of patience too. I remember I had gone for applying my sanat. She had accompanied me and she introduced the clerk sitting in the bar council office as her sister from Goa. I had to submit my original college certificates and Shilpa collected them on my behalf and sent to me safely. This was her helping nature. She used to make friends easily. She would talk to unknown person and know how to get the things done. There are a lot of happy memories of Shilpa. She always felt proud of her father. Mahabaleshwar Morje and always wanted to follow his footsteps, which she succeeded. She and I being in same profession, she used to call me and tell me if any new law amendments are being introduced. I never saw her getting annoyed or irritated. She always took things patiently. It is unfortunate that I have to speak today as a tribute to her. I never ever dreamt in my life that I would lose her so soon. She had a very long way to go. Shilpa always liked her profession as a lawyer and she lived with it. As a human, she was a perfect person. She achieved whatever she wanted in her life and down to earth person. Shilpa will always remain in my heart forever. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Siddhi. I am Shilpa's cousin from Goa. Today I'll be sharing with you all my childhood memories, which are the best memories I have till date. During summer vacations, Shilpa, Pradnya, and Pooja used to visit Goa, which was their favorite destination. The reason being that it was their mama's place. We all cousins also used to eagerly wait for them. In fact, their coming was like, visiting different parts of Goa, going to beaches, having long walks in the villages, going for swimming. It was a real fun time which I will never able to forget in my life. Shilpa was a very kind person, a very patient person, and always had a smile on her face. In fact, I remember one episode, like we used to stay in Betim, and in order to go to Panji city, we had to cross the river with a ferry boat. So the ferry point used to be very crowded, and somehow everybody was in a hurry to enter the ferry. So there was always chaos and confusion. So Shilpa once suggested the crowd, like, why not let's make a queue and enter systematically. So some people did not like it, and it happened like an argument. But Shilpa was all smiles. She answered them, explained to them with a smiling face, which somehow was like a damage control. And even they started smiling, and things went on well. So that time I realized that even in an argument, if you smile, then the whole situation comes under control. That was like a learning point for me. I remember that photo taking was another best part that happened. Like we had a lot of memories. We have a lot of photos with us. When we go through those albums, like all those memories come alive, and then it's really a very happy moment for us. Shilpa otherwise was a very quiet person. I remember she used to address all of us, beta. She used to say, beta, what do you want? So that was also something like new for us. Uh, I shall really miss her. I don't think there will be any personality like her, like among all our cousins. I don't think so much smiling, so much patience, no arguments. Such qualities to find in one person is very difficult. I shall really miss her.
I'm Trupti. I'm from Goa. I'm Shilpa's cousin. With Shilpa, I have a lot of good memories. The Shilpa, Pradnya, and Pooja, they all used to come in May holidays, and we used to have a lot of fun. I've really missed those days. And Shilpa, I will always miss you. Love you.
Good evening. I'm Mrs. Pooja Lad. Shilpa Morje had been a very close friend of mine since childhood. We always cherished pleasant memories together. I would never forget the memorable days we spent together as children as well as teenagers together. The very fact that Shilpa is not among us anymore has caused a void within, which can never be filled again. Even after my marriage, though I shifted away from Prabha Devi, I was in constant touch with Shilpa over the phone. She always helped me a lot in my civil court case from 2012 to 2020. In entire Kamna apartment, Shilpa was highly regarded as humble and loving woman as well as a successful lawyer. We have been extremely distressed to know of Shilpa's unfortunate demise. We shall be forever missing her. May God always bless and let her kind soul rest in peace. Thank you.
My fondest memories of Shilpa started in India itself. She was like an older sister I never had. In fact, I was very happy to have three sisters in my life. I spent most of my time at the Morje house, and that's when, I first met Shilpa. She's always stood out as being a person who is hardworking and stood by her principles. And this I could see even when she was way younger and she was at school. She was a diligent student. She was very proper. She did everything by the books. And this was reflected again in her life when she became an advocate and she took over her dad's business. I believe she has worked with sincerity and diligence and honesty. She has been a very good sister to Pradnya and Pooja. And my happiest memories was when she actually came to Canada. It was her wish to travel, to see North America and the US. And I'm happy I was part of making that wish come through, because when she stayed at my house is when I actually got to spend some quality time with Shilpa. And she's come across as such a nice person. I noticed she liked classical music and she used to encourage Roma and Tanush to say saregama, and then she used to kind of encourage them to sing, maybe practice with a musical instrument. And the one thing that strikes me the most was when she came to Canada and then she mentioned to me that she was amazed that I knew how to make chapatis. And then she goes, when I saw Joy making this, she realized that I had truly grown up. And she could not believe that, me being her younger sister was making chapatis all by herself in Canada, and she was thrilled to have these homemade chapatis. And this memory will always stay with me. Of course, she will be missed a lot, but her memory lives on. Yeah, and we will always remember her for what she is, how she was. She was very strong with the principles. She either liked you or she didn't like you. And that's a very good quality, because you're not hypocritical. You're an honest person. She'll be greatly missed, but she will live on in our memories. And she'll be fondly remembered by me, Roma, and Tanush. God bless her soul.
Today we have come together to remember and cherish the life of our dearest Shilpa. We lost her last week, and I still can't believe that she's not here. Knowing her, I'm sure she's around somewhere telling me on what I should or shouldn't say in her own eulogy. For such was our friendship, always helping, guiding, sharing and caring for each other. We were together since school, I think class 2nd if I'm not mistaken, and often remembered those carefree days where all the responsibility was on our parents and we were just having fun. With Shilpa, I even shared the same neighborhood, Prabhadevi. So partners in crime as well. But it was a beautiful childhood. To many, she was this confident High Court advocate, but beneath all that confident personality was a playful girl with a sparkle in her eyes. There's so much she wanted to do. If I start saying that, it will be volumes and volumes. She had a huge bucket list, which I'm sure Pooja and Pradnya also know. And in our own little way, Shilpa, we promise you that we'll cover a little bit of things from your bucket list. Dear Shilpa, your adventurous spirit, kindness, compassion, your ability to laugh, and your incredible positive spirit will forever inspire all of us. Shilpa Morje, you are a rock star, and I shall always miss you forever.
My dearest friend Shilpa, it is shocking that you're not there in this world, but you live in our hearts. We share the name, we shared the school, we shared so many memories together. Like when we had been to Kashmir, we were only in the 5th standard that time, and we were so much protective about each other. We shared the same blanket as it was very cold. We bathed together. We went to Shankaracharya. We went to the houseboat. So many memories. The famous photograph with the Kashmiri clothes. All of those memories. And remember, Shilpa, the last day, we were crying. And I know that you are not a crybaby. But we were not crying because we were missing our parents. But we were broke. We did not have money. And that's why we were crying. I mean, we were so simple. We were so innocent. And you are like a calm and a sweet flower. I still remember your melodious voice, especially in the school, when you used to sing the Rabindra Sangeet. Ore bhai faguni keche boni boni, Ore bhai faguni keche boni boni. We were more like siblings. You, me, Pradnya, Girish, Pooja, all of us. So rest in peace, my loving and my darling friend. You will be always and always missed by me. Thank you once again for giving me such wonderful memories and for being a sweet, sweet, sweet friend.
For those who do not know me, I'm Pankaj Phatarphod, and I and Pradnya did our engineering together. And therefore, in some sense, I think for someone who does not have a real brother or a sister, Pradnya, Pooja, Shilpa were all my sisters and a part of the extended family. Also, because I think even before we got to know each other, my father and Morje Kaka were old buddies. The association went way back when Morje Kaka had a house in Borivali and my father and he were very good friends then. And then of course I came to know Pradnya and through her then Pooja and Shilpa. I still remember the first time I was invited to Pradnya's home, which is almost about 34 years back. And of course before that I had spoken to everybody, whether it's Pooja or Shilpa etc. on the phone, but this was the first time I was going to meet them in person. And that was because in Pradnya's house all of us as engineering friends had decided to come together. Now as luck would have it, when I reached Pradnya's home, there was a power failure and of course lifts had stopped working and I had no choice but to climb up 11 and a half floors to get to Pradnya's home. Dotor, who is a cousin, will absolutely remember this day, and that is also because I think I had started to climb up and little after that the power came back, and of course Dotor, who had gone down for some work, took the lift and came up even before me, while I had to take the stairs. Of course, though young, I think it was a bit exhausting, and as soon as I entered, everybody was in there, and then of course I was flooded with questions that everybody had in terms of the power failure and stuff like that. It was only Shilpa who at that time stepped up and said, "Are tela basu dya tari," and then she made me sit down, give me a glass of cold water, and then when I finished drinking that water, she asked me as to how was everybody at home. Honestly, I do not know whether that is to do being a daughter of a well-established lawyer like Morje Kaka, or being a lawyer herself. Maybe that is something that she had as an art, where she was very composed, and therefore she gave that comfort to the customers that relax and then we'll talk about your matter. The reason I say that is because I think as good lawyers, having good IQ is something normal, but having a good EQ is equally important, and this is just one example where Shilpa could easily connect with somebody in front of her, be it me then or be it I'm assuming in a professional life for clients, because I think putting somebody to ease first and then getting into the discussion is very important, and I think Shilpa did that absolutely well. I know Shilpa was a lady with few words, and whatever she said, however, was very, very insightful. So I would remember this incident forever, and a lesson that I've learned from her that will stay with me for the rest of my life. Of course, Shilpa and I had other common tastes as well, and that was music. She played the harmonium and sang, whereas I played the tabla. And every time we would meet, she would say that actually we should sit together one day with me singing, playing the harmonium, and you playing the tabla. I guess this is something that Shilpa will definitely do in our next life. So to Shilpa, who will always remain as my elder sister, I know you are with us, and we'll definitely meet again. This is Pankaj Phatarphod signing off for now with a promise that we'll meet soon. Thank you.
Hello. I remember Shilpa for last 34 years. She's just like sister to me, and I know her as a very disciplined person, very methodical. Whenever she's handling anything, trust, accounts, everything, she was very, very methodical. And one thing which I always remember, it's a very, very funny thing. We had called her as a guest for one of our seminars, and at that time I had told her, Shilpa, whenever you are coming, you have to wear a sari. So it was very difficult for her, but she came home with sari. She talked with Swati, and they both, she wore a sari and she said, Yogi, सारी खाली तुमने बोला इसके लिए मैंने डाली है. very, very, very pure soul, and she is with all of us.
ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है, यही है, यही है रंग रूप। ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है, यही है, यही है रंग रूप। थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, यही है, यही है, यही है छाव धूप। ये जीवन है। धन से न दुनिया से, घर से न द्वार से, धन से न दुनिया से, घर से न द्वार से, सांसों की डोर बंधी है प्रीतम के प्यार से। दुनिया छूटे पर ना टूटे, ये कैसा बंधन है, ये जीवन है। इस जीवन का यही है, यही है, यही है रंग रूप। थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, यही है, यही है, यही है छाव धूप। ये जीवन है।
Shilpa Morje. I can remember her as a happy, active, and go lucky kind of person. She gels well with any and everyone and is the kind of a person who will always keep any situation a happy and jovial. She's also the kind of person who was always incredibly headstrong. No one could influence her to do anything different than her own style, and it was nice to see that. In short, she is a commander-in-chief. She became a favorite auntie to my little son Shrank at the time, and he gels with him, plays well. Both were the good friends. I wish her all happiness in whichever universe she is a resident now.
Hi, this is Melville. I have fond memories of Shilpa. Shilpa always greeted me with her warm smile. Even when we spoke on the phone, I could see Shilpa smiling back at me. There were a couple of times that Shilpa actually helped me make up my mind. And there was this one particular incident that happened just as we were at the end of our college and I had started my internship with this firm Raja Edri and Associates. And at that time our college was going for a study tour. And even though I wanted to go for the tour, I was too scared to ask at the office for leave. I said, like, what would they think of me? Like, this guy has just joined and now he wants to go for a leave for 2 or 3 weeks. And my friend Pooja tried her level best to convince me, but I was undeterred. I said, no, I'm not coming. And I actually don't remember how the phone ended up in Shilpa's hands. But I ended up getting one of the longest lectures of my life. And Shilpa, she convinced me that life is so much worth living every moment that you have. And even though I did not get it at that time, because it was Shilpa and she was like an elder sister to me, I reluctantly gave in and I agreed to ask at the office. And to my surprise, my office did not actually have any problem, and they very readily gave me the leave. And later on, that study tour ended up being one of the best tours that I had in college, and I have like the fondest memories of that tour. And the credit goes to Shilpa for making that happen. Shilpa had an eye where she could spot it and hit the nail right on the head. And even many years later, I had settled in Goa, and I was struggling to get myself a motorbike, because that RTO department was giving me so much of trouble, letting me register the bike. You're not a resident of Goa, you don't have a permanent address, and all sorts of things. And I was going on and on and on about this. And one day, this matter happened to reach Shilpa's ears, and she gave me a simple piece of advice, that Melville, you are a resident of Goa. Your ancestral house is in Siolem, and you just do this, that, and the other, and you get yourself a residency certificate, and you go and say that you're a resident of Goa. Whatever she told me, and I did exactly that. And my bike got registered, and I was like struggling about that one issue for the last 2 years. And then again Shilpa like hit the nail right on the head. So I have very fond memories of Shilpa, and I'm going to miss her dearly. Thank you.
Hi Shilpa, you have been such a wonderful person for us, and you have always motivated us by being your upright nature and also following your heart. I have seen that whatever comes to your mind, you always used to follow it, and that has always motivated us. So being very humble, being very polite, and a good sense of humor, we will miss you, but I am sure wherever you are, you're showering your love on us, you're blessing us, you're smiling at us. Thank you, Shilpa, for everything, whatever we learn from you in life.
Hello everyone, we are here today to share our fond memories of our dear Shilpa. We all know her as a kind soul, an indulgent heart, and a disciplined mind. I met Shilpa around 11 to 12 years ago, and we connected instantly. She was a wonderful girl and even better friend. She had a heart of gold. She was highly driven, self-motivated, very energetic, and very spirited. She always guided and motivated me. Well, just not me, but I think whoever came across Shilpa was always taken care of. There are times in life when you could feel low or dejected, and in such circumstances, Shilpa was the one who could see in you what you could not see for yourself. She was always the one who would believe in and say, yes, you can, even in circumstances which dictate otherwise. Today, wherever Shilpa is, she definitely holds a special place in our hearts, now and forever. Love you, Shilpa.
ये सब पल पल की बातें हैं। हमें कई लोग मिलते हैं, हंसी मजाक करते हैं, कभी जोड़े रखते हैं तो कभी सच्चे दोस्त मिल जाते हैं। इन सब के बीच कई लोग चल बसते हैं, पल यादें में बदलते हैं, लोग सबक में बदलते हैं, क्योंकि यही ज़िंदगी है। इसलिए कहते हैं अच्छा कर्म करते रहे, मुस्कुराते रहे, खुशियाँ बांटते रहे, क्योंकि ये सब भी पल पल की बातें हैं।
Hello everyone, I'm Advocate Abdul Manan Ansari, presently working as Assistant Legal Aid Defense Counsel with the District Legal Aid Services Authority, Mumbai. We help poor and needy accused who are languishing in jail for their bail and trial. I did my law from Government Law College, and during my law course, I joined the office of Advocate Shilpa Morje Madam as an intern on 12th of February 2016. During my internship, I found Shilpa Madam to be very humble and kind with everyone. She used to clear our law concept in a very simple and liquid language. She used to always make us understand the case for which we were appearing in the courts. She used to repeat instructions thrice so that it fits in her mind, so that we do not commit any mistake. She used to be very concerned about our health as well. She used to take us for lunch and order food which we used to like. And she used to always say, पहले कुछ खा लो बेटा, उसके बाद काम करना. She used to also consider my prayer times and used to allow me to offer my namaz first, and then she used to ask me that पहले आप नमाज पढ़ लो, उसके बाद आप काम कर लेना. I still remember when I shared that news with Shilpa Madam, that when I secured highest marks in LLM in Mumbai University and got 2 gold medals, that is one Nani Palkhiwala gold medal and Justice MC Chagla gold medal. Madam was so proud of me and she was very happy at that moment. She even shared her experience with me. She informed me that even her father, late Shri Mahabaleshwar Morje sir, her daddy also received one award from the hands of the great Justice MC Chagla himself. I still remember when I used to assist Madam with her work in Bombay High Court, and when Madam used to discuss or share name of her father with anyone, even the senior most advocate or any person who is still working in the High Court still remembers Madam's father, Morje sir, who was working as a union government leader for the Union of India. Madam used to always share her life experiences with me. She used to even share and discuss her personal and confidential matters with me. I find myself lucky that she used to have a lot of trust on me. Whenever I used to visit Madam's home, she used to always give us something to eat and always made us feel comfortable. I have learned a lot, many things from Shilpa Madam, like making notes in the diaries, jotting down everything in the diary, preparing notes, pointers before arguing the cases, thoroughly preparing the cases, the facts, the law, everything. Madam used to always ask me, pray to Allah for my health, pray to God during your prayers, during your namaz, whenever you visit Dargah, do some charity on my behalf as well. She used to always ask me, she used to always give me money for charity work. She even used to guide me and used to always teach us good things in life, that you help the poor and needy ones, take their case, even if someone is not paying or paying less, you take their case and you take blessings from them. Words cannot express the sadness we are feeling today on the sad demise of Advocate Shilpa Madam. My deepest condolences to her family, friends and colleagues. May God take the departed soul to the heavenly abode and give strength and courage to her family to bear this irreparable loss. May her legacy continue to inspire us all. We will always be there in our prayers, Shilpa Madam, and we will always miss you.
Ma'am was just not a distinguished senior lawyer, but was also a beacon of empathy and guidance. Her profound knowledge and practical experience were invaluable, deeply influencing my career through our many heartfelt discussions on various points of law and life. She stood out as one of the few senior lawyers who genuinely cared for her juniors, always ready to offer support and wisdom. Ma'am's thoughtful gestures of sending chocolates with every brief she sent me home reflected her kind and considerate nature. She was more than a senior to me. She was a cherished family figure whose guidance will be dearly missed.
First of all, Hello everyone. It was really tough for me to accept that Shilpa ma'am is no more. I do have some very beautiful memories of Shilpa ma'am to cherish. The first and foremost is the love and the mentorship and the way she used to train her interns. So I had the wonderful opportunity, though I arrived to her a bit late in my law career, for which I even repent. But the way she nurtured me, the way she taught me many things, it really helped me. And her love, her simplicity, her mentorship, the way she used to teach, it was really, really amazing. She had very in-depth knowledge of law practice, and the way she used to nurture was more like a mother. And really, I will miss her mentorship. Thank you, Shilpa ma'am. Thank you so much, and love you so much. May you find the best of the place in the heaven. Thank you so much. Love you so much.
शिल्पा पता नहीं आहे, पटत नाही. इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू डायजेस्ट. आणि ती खूप सपोर्टिव्ह होती म्हणायला मला अजूनही होत नाही आहे. सपोर्टिव्ह आहे अजूनही माझ्याबरोबर. केससाठी, जागेसाठी फाईट करायचं, ची फायटिंग स्पिरिट सतत प्रेरणा देते. त्यामुळे मी पण बूस्ट झाले, काम करायला सुरू केलं. आय मिस हर. आता आमची भेट होऊ नाही शकली. ती कायम आहे माझ्यासोबत. तिचं इनोसन्स, तिचं स्माईल अजूनही डोळ्यासमोर जात नाही. एव्हरी टाईम असं कधीच झालं नाही आहे की माझ्या कॉन्टॅक्टमध्ये माझा क्लोज म्हणून शिल्पाचं नाव नाही आहे. शिल्पा इज क्लोज टू माय हार्ट. आम्ही भेटल्यापासून आम्ही ट्यून झालो. जेव्हा मी मोर्जे सरांच्या ऑफिसमध्ये गेले तेव्हा खूप लोक कनेक्ट व्हायला बघत होते. शिल्पा एकदम शांत बसली होती. नंतर सरांनी तिला बोलवलं आतमध्ये. माझी तिचं ओळख करून दिली ऑफिशियली. मग आम्ही बाहेर येऊन बसलो, बोललो. तर एकदा दोनदा मी ऑफिसला गेले. मग आमचं छान ट्यून झालं. शी ट्रीटेड मी ॲज अ स्मॉल सिस्टर. आणि खरोखर स्मॉल, माझी मोठी बहीण. लहान बहिणीसाठी आपण जे करू शकतो ते ती करायची. आमच्यात अंतर होतं, डिस्टन्स ऑफ ट्रॅव्हल, त्याच्यामुळे. बट हार्टचं कनेक्शन आमचं पहिल्या भेटीपासूनच झालं. आणि अजूनही ती आहे माझ्याशी कनेक्टेड. शी इज देअर विथ अस.
From my earliest days, Shilpa auntie was always there. I remember when she first showed me the harmonium. Her eyes were lit up when she played. She patiently taught me how to play my first notes, starting me on a journey that made me fall in love with music. But music was just a part of what she shared with me. Shilpa auntie was strong and independent, full of kindness and wisdom. My number one Gandhari. She taught me how to be brave and face life's challenges fiercely. Her kindness touched everyone she met, and her spirit was unbreakable. But she didn't just teach me music, she taught me how to live with love and strength. Her lessons go beyond the harmonium, they are a part of who I am today. I carry her with me in every tune I play and every time I face something tough with courage. Shilpa auntie may not be with us anymore, but her spirit lives on in our hearts. She showed us all how to live a life full of love, strength, and kindness. I will always remember her and be grateful for everything she taught me. Rest in peace, Shilpa auntie. You will always be a special part of my life. Thank you for everything. Until we meet again.
नमस्कार. मी शिल्पा मॅमना 14 वर्षापूर्वी भेटले. त्यांना मी नेहमीच हसतमुख आणि गुणगुणत घरभर वावरताना पाहिलं. कोणत्याही वयात फुलतो छंद, लहान असो वा मोठा होतो धुंद. ह्या ओळींचे खरे जिवंत उदाहरण म्हणजेच शिल्पा मॅम. खरंच म्हणतात ना, छंद जोपासायला वयाचे बंधन नसते. आणि शिल्पा मॅमने हे वारंवार दाखवून दिले आहे. आपल्या सगळ्यांना चांगलंच माहिती आहे की त्यांना पेटी वाजवायची खूप आवड. त्या पेटी वाजवायला लागल्या की त्यासोबतचं त्यांचे गुणगुणणे हे समोरच्याला अगदी मंत्रमुग्ध करून टाकायचे. त्या जशा त्यांच्या छंदात रमायच्या तेवढ्याच जातीने त्या समोरच्याची विचारपूसही करायच्या आणि त्यांच्या त्या उत्सुकतेत त्यांच्या वकिलीची एक झलक स्पष्ट दिसून यायची. मला अजूनही आठवतं, मला स्वतःची फर्म चालू करायची म्हणून बरेच वर्षाआधी मी एक व्हिजिटिंग कार्ड बनवलं होतं. ते व्हिजिटिंग कार्ड मी जेव्हा मॅमला दाखवलं त्यांना आनंद तर झालाच, पण त्याहूनही जास्त काळजी होती ती फर्मच्या लीगल ॲस्पेक्ट्सची. कंपनीचा पॅटर्न काय असेल, प्रोप्रायटरशिप कोणाची असेल, वगैरे वगैरे. म्हणजेच ज्या गोष्टी माझ्या डोक्यातही आल्या नव्हत्या त्यांची त्यांना दूरदृष्टी आणि काळजी होती. अशाच आहेत आमच्या शिल्पा मॅम. सारासार विचारी, प्रेमळ, मायाळू, पण जेथे गरज आहे तेथे अगदी शिस्तबद्ध. वडाचं झाड असतं ना, आपल्याला कल्पनाच नसते त्याचं मूळ नक्की कुठे आहे, पण तरी पण ते आपल्याला नेहमी एक मोठ्या आधाराचं स्रोत वाटतं. आणि त्याच्या आवारात तुम्ही कोठेही उभे राहिलात की मायेच्या छायेचा अनुभव मात्र तुम्हाला अखंड होत राहतो. भलेही झाडाचा सहवास सध्या नाही आहे, पण मायेची शीतल छाया आमच्या सोबतच नेहमी होती, आहे आणि सदैव राहणार. शिल्पा मॅम, वी लव्ह यू.
We have had some angels who have helped us weather these storms. A big thank you to Ravidada Patil sir, Sachin sir, Hemant sir, Ganesh sir, Shubhangi, Yogendra, Swati, Pankaj, Aarti, Vardhana, Loreen, Poonam, Vidya, Ujjwala, Samir, Vishaka, Sulakshana, Bhube ma'am, Apurva, Dharam, Sangeeta, Harsh, Mehak, Lasso, Sagar Bhaiya, Gayatri, Prasad, Tanuja, Archana, Amol, and Atul for standing by us. Shilpa would have been extremely grateful for your gestures.
My wishes for a nice, joyous, happy, prosperous, wealthy life ahead.